Ever walk into a room and feel her eyes burning into you, but you're not sure if you're imagining it? You're not alone. Most men walk through life completely blind to the signs women give off when they're secretly attracted. They miss the glances, the subtle touches, the unspoken energy, and because of that, they miss opportunities. Or worse, they chase when they should have stood still. By the end of this video, you'll know 8 undeniable signs that a woman finds you physically attractive, even if she's trying to hide it. Now listen carefully. This matters because as a man, attraction isn't always loud. It's often quiet, silent, but powerful. And if you're too distracted, too insecure, or too reactive, you'll never see it. You'll keep chasing validation instead of commanding respect. Here's the truth. Most guys look for approval. They want her to say it out loud. They want compliments, direct words. But attraction doesn't speak English. It speaks body language, subtlety, tension. So let me hit you with something bold. A masculine man doesn't ask, "Does she like me?" He observes, and he knows. Let me paint a picture. You're at a coffee shop. She's across the room. You catch her looking. She looks away quickly. You catch her again. Now she smiles just slightly, like she's trying not to. She's not just being friendly. She's testing the waters, testing you. She's thinking, does he see me? Will he make a move? Does he have that presence? But here's what separates a Stoic man from the rest. He doesn't jump. He doesn't overthink. He acknowledges but stays in control. Like Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In this case, the best power is in being unlike the man who chases every signal. Stay with me, because we're just getting started. Once you recognize these signs, you'll stop doubting your worth. You will stop chasing breadcrumbs and start commanding real attention. And it starts with paying attention. Stoic men observe. They don't beg. They don't react. So lean in, because once you know the signs, she'll never confuse you again. Here's the first sign, and it's subtle, but deadly accurate. She mirrors your movements. You lean back, she leans back. You scratch your jaw. Minutes later, she does the same. It's unconscious. It's primal. Her body is trying to connect with yours without her saying a word. Now don't shrug this off. A woman who's mirroring you isn't just copying, she's syncing. Her body is literally trying to say, I'm aligned with you, I feel safe around you, I want to be close. You don't need a compliment. That's your compliment right there. Second sign, she finds excuses to be near you, even when she doesn't have to. Think about this. You're at a social event. She brushes past you just a little too close. Again. She ends up next to you in a group photo. She's always finding her way into your physical orbit. That's not a coincidence. That's intention hidden in casual movement. Because physical attraction doesn't shout. It positions. It creates proximity. It lingers. And her inner dialogue, maybe if I'm close enough, he'll notice. He'll feel the pull too. Now here's where most guys mess it up. They assume being close means it's time to pounce. They get overly eager. They kill the tension too early. Wrong move. Remember this. Masculine energy holds frame. Like Epictetus taught, no man is free who is not master of himself. Third sign, she fidgets, fixes her hair, adjusts her clothes. She's not nervous. She's preparing. She's making herself more presentable around you. Her instincts are going, I need to look my best right now. You might see her touch her lips while you talk, smooth her dress, tilt her neck ever so slight. Lie. These are signs of feminine attraction. She's not trying to impress the room, just you. Now listen carefully. She won't tell you she's attracted. She'll show you. But if you don't have the emotional control to slow down, watch and feel it, you'll miss the moment. A Stoic man doesn't chase signals, he deciphers them. This is power through restraint, control, dominance without desperation. Let's keep going, because the next few signs, they're even more primal, even harder for her to hide. Here's the fourth sign, and this one cuts deep into her subconscious. She gives you the gaze, not a look, not a glance. A gaze. It's that half-second longer stare that lingers just enough to say, "I see you." She doesn't look at you the same way she looks at others. There's weight behind her eyes, softness mixed with curiosity, and just enough heat. Now here's the twist. She might do it when she thinks you're not looking. That's the giveaway. You walk past, her eyes lock in. Then she quickly looks down or to the side, pretending it didn't happen. In her mind, "Damn, did he catch that? I hope he noticed. Why is he not reacting?" That's the tension. That's power. That's what a woman feels when she's attracted but unsure of your next move. Fifth sign. She laughs at things that aren't even funny. Not the ha-ha good one laugh, the nervous, playful, please like me kind of laugh. You say something simple, and suddenly she's giggling. Why? Because attraction short-circuits logic, it lowers her filters. She's not just reacting to your words, she's reacting to your presence. But here's where you need to stay stoic. Don't start performing for her amusement. You're not a clown. You're a man. And when she senses you're unaffected by her reactions, she'll lean in even more. Sixth sign. She playfully teases or challenges you. Listen carefully. When a woman tests you, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's attraction trying to find out if you're a man or a boy. She'll say something sarcastic, tease your haircut, question, and your opinion. Why? She's thinking, does he crumble, does he get defensive, or does he own himself? And this is where Stoicism comes in. You don't react emotionally, you don't get thrown off, you smile, maybe tease back, but always in control. That's masculine energy, that's dominance in silence. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So when she tests and you stay centered, she feels it, deep in her instincts. You've passed the signal. You've passed the masculine check. Still with me? Good. Because the final two signs are the rawest, and once you recognize them, you'll never miss female attraction again. Seventh sign. She finds reasons to touch you, casually, playfully, but deliberately. Now I'm not talking about a handshake or a bump in a crowded room. I'm talking about that subtle, slow brush on your arm. The touch on your shoulder when she laughs, fixing a loose thread on your shirt. It's all calculated. She's thinking, how does he respond to my touch? Is there chemistry? Will he pull away or will he lead? That touch is a test, a signal, a door slightly cracked open. And here's the key. The masculine man doesn't flinch. He doesn't jump in excitement like a boy who's never had a woman's attention. He receives the touch like a king receives tribute, calmly, confidently, with complete self-possession. Because physical contact from a woman isn't just about desire, it's about trust. She doesn't touch what she doesn't want to feel connected to. Now, the eighth and final sign, the most powerful of them all. She gets nervous around you, but not in a fearful way. In a feminine, flustered, emotionally exposed way. Her speech stumbles. She fidgets with her jewelry. She forgets what she was saying mid-sentence. Her body language becomes unsure, not because you intimidate her, but because you move her. Attraction breaks her rhythm. That's how you know it's real. Because no woman gets nervous around a man she doesn't care to impress. And you, if you're grounded in your frame, you feel that tension. You don't break it. You don't rush in to fix her discomfort. You let it simmer. Why? Because tension builds desire, and desire is never logical. It's visceral, emotional, primal. Now pause. Most men screw this up by talking too much, over-explaining or chasing her energy. You must not. The Stoic path is control through presence. It's knowing your value without seeking her validation. Remember what Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." And bravery in this context is in not reacting, in letting her feel the weight of your energy without forcing, without flinching. You don't need to impress her, you just need to be fully embodied in your masculine presence. We've covered the 8 signs, but how do you apply this knowledge in the real world? That's where we're going next. So now you know the 8 signs, you can see them, feel them, read them like a map. But here's the real question, what do you do when you see these signs? Most guys jump the gun. They act like a starving man at a buffet. Overeager, desperate, loud. They blow it. A Stoic man, he waits. He observes the pattern. He tests the tension. He lets her desire grow. Because women don't want a man who reacts to every flicker of interest. They want a man who chooses when to act, a man who values himself enough to be selective. Let's say you spot the signs, the glance, the laugh, the touch. You feel the energy. What now? You hold frame. You make eye contact that's calm, steady, and unbothered. You speak less, but with purpose. You don't try to be impressive. You let your presence speak for you. In your mind, remind yourself, I am the mountain. She is the wind. I don't chase. I remain. Women are emotional creatures. They feel everything. And when your energy says, I see you, but I don't need you, that's when you beck. It's magnetic. Attraction is not about being liked. It's about being felt, deeply, unshakably, without words. This is where Stoicism gives you the edge. Emotional control, clarity of purpose, power through stillness. While most men get lost in the moment, you stay grounded. While others try to impress, you remain silent, letting her curiosity pull her in. You want to become unforgettable? Don't chase. Anchor yourself. Women don't obsess over men who give them attention. They obsess over men they can't fully read, men who leave space for mystery, space for her to wonder, imagine, desire. So here's your challenge. Next time you sense the signs, don't act immediately. Observe, hold frame, speak from calm confidence. Let her come to you. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Be the man who doesn't need signs to feel valuable, but knows how to read them and respond with intention. This is the path of the Stoic master. Now go walk it.